on that. So Jefferson inaugural indoor art walk. So this is the first one, and they're holding it because the new art gallery that is opening in Jefferson, Texas, is Walnut Street Gallery. Who we're talking to the business owner of Walnut Street Gallery. She's spent many years as a teacher, and is also a business owner of a few businesses in Jefferson, Texas. Which Jefferson, Texas, if you didn't know and you haven't been there, is a really beautiful historic town, and with a lot of antique stores and unique stores, including art and a few and food and restaurants. So it's a unique place to go if you're in the ArkLaTex and you don't mind a little bit of a drive and visit them for their festivals. And now this art walk should be fun. Their gallery will be soft opening during the day of the art walk. So, and they'll be hosting a few artists. And it's indoor, so if you don't like the heat, or if the weather's it's a little sprinkly or something at that time, it won't bother you because you'll be able to just drive from location to location. There will be artists, food, and local and live music at a couple of locations. So, you can go wherever your taste guides you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get you started on the interview. So it's a fun interview. She's a really nice person. Her name's Jennifer. She her business in a storm or so last like a month ago or so. I don't know if you've seen the video, but you can check our TikTok. We have the video. Her store's entire tin roof was ripped off of the building during a storm, and we have the footage of that. Check it out on TikTok. It was crazy. And her store's having only a soft opening because of the damage. Only part of the building is usable for the gallery, which you'll learn more about in our interview. All right. Enjoy. Hello, I'm Brittney Hazelton, and this is ArkLaTex Artistry, where we explore the arts in our area. Today's guest is the owner of Red Bus Cupcakes, and a unique shop placed in a double stack bus, and a representative of the Jefferson inaugural indoor art walk that's happening here soon, in the historic town of Jefferson, Texas. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Phillips, and we have a few businesses here in Jefferson. She mentioned Red Bus Cupcakes, which is in a double-decker English Bristol bus. You can eat upstairs, and we have homemade ice cream and cupcakes. But my background is in art. I taught art for years, and so I'm just kind of circling back to what I love to do. And we are opening an art gallery here in Jefferson. And September 7th, we're also doing an art walk. And all of the businesses, a lot of the businesses here in Jefferson are participating. So it is a little different. It's an indoor art walk. So the businesses are hosting the artists. And so it'll be indoors. So no matter what the weather is, it'll be a great evening.
Thank goodness with the heat that we've been having in our area. So indoor sounds amazing to me, especially as an artist who used to vend. And sometimes they like to place you right out on a street, and it's like, oh, I'm dying in the heat.
Exactly. So all my artists are thrilled. The business owners here in town are all wonderful and they're thrilled. I think it's going to be a really great time, and it's from 2 to 6. And so I think there's wonderful restaurants here, and on the app, I've also included the places that are going to have live music. Oh, nice. So come for the art walk, stay, eat dinner, listen to some great live music. It's just going to be a fun time.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you said you're an artist yourself. You used to teach art. What kind of art do you do?
Well, I'm a potter and I also make jewelry. And I taught at Pittsburgh Junior High for about 11 years and also out at Northeast Texas Community College. So that's a lot of my background. And then I segued into wedding cakes. That's a whole nother story. And that segued into the cupcake bus.
That's great.
So
I When you told me about the cupcake bus, that's an awesome idea. I just love it. The concept is just it's adorable and it seems like something especially you go into a small town like Jefferson, you're just like I got to experience that, you know?
it's a lot of fun. And it's so funny because when my husband drove it from Boston to Texas, he pulled in, he wanted Mexican food. So he pulled into Don Juan's and in New Diana, and I met him. And one of the teachers that I used to work with walked in a few minutes later, and she looked at me and she looked outside and she said, "That's yours, isn't it?" And she wasn't surprised that we had bought a double decker bus. So
Well, I think it's a cool, unique thing to put a business in for sure. And I like the fact that you own a few businesses. You said the cigar shop, are and you're starting this new. Are you one of the owners of the Walnut Street Gallery that's opening?
I am the owner. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
So,
So my husband, we have a Calavera Leather and Cigar Company and Calavera Home, which is in the same building, the one that lost its roof.
hmm,
Um, so we own that. He does all the leather with along with my son, and my son is also a custom boot maker. He was the ag teacher at Big Sandy, but he is now doing boots full time. And Texas Monthly actually named him one of the top 20 boot makers in Texas. So he is
that's
here with us also. So we
cool.
have a lot of irons in the fire.
That's really cool. It seems like, what it sounds like, Jefferson has a lot more art than I have known. I've never been there. I
Oh,
am interested in checking it out sometime. I'm a Shreveport native, but I've heard a lot from about Jefferson and y'all's antique shops and things like that. So I've always wanted to come check
yeah.
it out.
Jefferson has grown a lot. It's a lot more than just antique stores now, which we do have quite a few, and they're wonderful. And if you don't find what you need in one of them, ask the owner. They will point you in the right direction. Um, there's a lot to do here, especially, I mean, just there's something going on almost every single weekend. You need to come visit. It's a
uh,
great place.
I definitely want to now, especially since I started doing this segment. I've been wanting to reach out to artists. I'm really good. I know the Shreveport artists really well, but I want to get to know some of the other people in our ArkLaTex area
Yeah,
and the artists in those areas. So I definitely need to come visit. So, how do you think this event will benefit the town overall?
I think that right now, so far, the what I've seen on Facebook on the event, I think it's going to bring a lot more people in and see what Jefferson has to offer and see what, even if they can't spend a whole lot of time from business to business because they're meeting all the artists, I think that they're going to want to come back. I know definitely that if you come for just a little bit of time, everybody always comes back. Jefferson's such a lovely place. And I do have a lot of local artists, but definitely most of the artists that are here for the art walk are from the local, Northeast, East Texas area. And also in the art gallery itself, I have local artists in here.
Very nice.
So I think it'll really open up. Um, I think it's just going to bring a lot more people into town and see what we have to offer.
Awesome. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Yellowstown from different people. So even as far as Shreveport, at least, you definitely guys have been growing a reputation there. So, just to, you know, let you know y'all are doing what you're doing something right. That's for sure. Um,
Great.
so what kinds of artists overall? Like, can you tell us about that will be on this art walk?
We have a lot of different 2D artists. We have jewelers here. Um, Really, it's mostly a lot of fine art. We do have some fine craft though, also. So I juried. I had a group of my friends that are artists jury the show, so they were picked. Um, and so I think there's going to be a really good cross section of artists, and there's a few that are I'm actually eyeing maybe for the art gallery.
Oh yeah.
So
Especially since you're opening this new Walnut Street Gallery, and
yes,
and and it's kind of the soft. Would you say the soft opening for your gallery is during the art walk itself? Um,
that's
yeah, and you had mentioned before the interview, you said that your roof had gotten torn off, and we at KSLA we covered y'all's roof being torn off in one of
yes.
our TikTok videos that I specifically made actually, and
Wow.
I didn't realize it was the same building. That was
We
put
have
a hinder.
5 spaces, so we actually have renters at the end. One renter was here when it happened, so that was crazy. But so that is I was supposed to have the grand opening on September 7th, but since I'm getting new ceilings in here and I will end up putting my pottery in the back,
Mm.
um, we just decided to do more of a soft opening so we can be open over the holidays, and then in January rip the ceilings out, get new ceilings. Yeah, it's been a an ordeal, but this is a labor of love, and it's just been a wonderful experience so far. And I think that I'd love to do the art walk twice a year, spring and fall.
That's great. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that storm, and that had to been a big hindrance. So I
Nobody was hurt, so it's okay. It was a
that's
blessing that
that's
hurt.
that's good to hear, especially since someone was in the building. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
uh, so what other? You said that there was going to be music. What other activities can we expect during the event? Is there any food trucks or restaurants
I'm
there?
sorry, you're cutting out just a little bit. Are you
Oh,
asking me what? That's all right. I'm in this. The building's got a metal roof. Huh?
it's okay. Yeah, I remember. So what I was asking is, you said that there's music. Is there other activities that we can expect during it?
Well, we are going to have, there's a cute, oh goodness, now I'm gonna not remember the name of there is going to be a little cute, across from the art gallery, kind of kitty corner over, there will be a little photography set up.
Oh, nice.
And there's a group that has a cute little trailer, and they're bringing it out for photos. So that will be here. And there's going to be some live music during the day over at across the way, and then in the evening there'll be music. So there's a few different venues that have music going on that evening.
Very nice. Let's see. Can you tell me, like, overall, how do you feel your community is growing in the arts? Do you feel like you're gaining more traction and
How they're
getting
what? I'm sorry.
how is the community with the arts in your area overall in the past few years?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It's okay.
How the I'm so sorry.
It's okay. How do you feel your community has grown in the arts in the past few years? Do you guys have a council? An
No,
art
we do
council?
not. This is it. We
Okay.
we they have been talking about wanting to do an art walk for the last few years.
Hmm.
And there are a couple little uh, artists here that have their own galleries, but this is the only art gallery in town right now, other than a couple private ones. Um, that so yeah, this is we're just trying to get it all going.
You're kind of like the beginning of the kind of like art council, but not art council. But
Yeah,
that's cool that you're doing
you know how,
community stuff.
yeah, yeah. So it's just me.
Well, you're doing awesome. That's a great way to support the artists. So I'm sure they
Yes,
appreciate that.
yeah, and they've all been wonderful, and all the business owners have been just wonderful, and I think it's going to be a really a success.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to say to our viewers?
Well, just come on out September 7th, and you can come out even earlier. I think it is from 2 to 6, but I'm pretty sure most of the artists are going to be setting up a little bit earlier. Take time, come into town. There's wonderful places to eat for lunch. Stroll around. There will be a map available with a QR code if you want to follow it on your phone, but we'll also have a physical map. And the business owners have all chipped in, and we are going to have a drawing. I have 2 Visa gift cards, $100 each. And so we are going to have a drawing that you can turn your ticket into Walnut Street Gallery and enter for a chance to win one of those Visa gift cards.
Oh, very nice. That's great. So maybe they can, use it or buy themselves some art.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me. When you do your grand opening for your gallery, let me know and we'll talk again about that and see how that's going.
That would be fantastic. And you need to come to Shreveport. Let me know. I'll drive you around in my golf cart.
Okay, I'll come down sometime to Jefferson and I want to ride the golf cart and look around at your cool little town. That sounds great.
I'll
I
give you
get
wonderful.
I'll get immersed in the art especially.
There you go.
All right. Well, you take care and
Thank
we'll
you
talk
so much
again in the
for having
future.
me.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so that was the interview with Jennifer Phillips, business owner and artist from Jefferson, Texas, who's grown quite a reputation as a historic, beautiful town. And I hope to plan to go out and visit them and do hopefully do get that golf cart ride. And when I do that, I'll make sure to share a lot of pictures and stuff on ArkLaTex Today and KSLA's Facebook pages, maybe Instagram too. So before I get off, I'm going to show you guys the map that she was discussing. Let's go ahead and all right, here we go. So here we go. This is the map that apparently most of the businesses in town will be participating. You can see quite a few of them. Enoch Wine and Coffee House will have, an artist. We got, quite a few different shops. Art on the Bayou is a shop. I'm going to be posting an article with this interview, and it'll have this full list, and including the live music that will be participating. It looks like it's going to be a big event. A lot of things to do, a lot of people to meet, a lot of very unique businesses. Some are very historical, like Jefferson Hotel. Um, some unique, like the Midnight House, or the Treasure Trolls Lair, I believe, is a geeky shop. So for the geeks out there, definitely unique looking businesses. And she was talking about the leather and cigar shop as one of her businesses. Caddo Mercantile, I've heard of them. But yeah, so definitely check them out. You also remember you can stop and see any of these interviews. I do them once a week. Saturday at noon, I do at least a Zoom interview, and sometimes I like to do mini documentaries about artists, in depth looks on them, their art, their craft, how they do their work, what they take inspiration from. So, yeah, definitely stop in and see me more. You can find more of my interviews on our KSLA website. Under community, there's ArkLaTex Artistry, or under podcast, you'll find ArkLaTex Artistry if you just want my videos and not my articles. We also have our stuff on YouTube and on Roku, Apple, Android TV apps. So definitely check us out there as well. You guys have a nice day, and I'll see you next week, Saturday at noon.